You are now listening to Belligerent State of Mind.
Checking the levels again, everyone checking in. It's me, Big Lou Hall Day with the evidence. We're heard on the road to J.O. and the residents. We be having fun, also drop lessons in politics, the stock market and black excellence.
Damn, this shit is belligerent.
Hey, yo, what is good, y'all? You are tuned into Belligerent State of Mind, brought to you by the BPL. That's the Beats, Pods, and Life Network, beatspodsandlife.com. I'm one of your hosts. My name is D.A.M.E, a.k.a. D.A.M.E. Got my man Lou Hall in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Man, it's your boy Lou Hall, a.k.a. Big Boy Swag, a.k.a. Big Boy Energy, a.k.a. I'm batting at 1,000, baby, on our planet out there near you.
Woo, my man. That's what's good. Yeah. Yo, last but not least, I got my brother from another, my man Recess. What's good, my man?
Everything is all good, D. What's popping? Yo, I'm over here. I know I'm a little jealous y'all got the Belligerent State of Mind backdrop. I thought I had mines under control, you know what I mean? I thought I had mines under control.
It's all good, man. You can't get the little technical difficulties and shit, man.
Yeah, but I got my favorite city in the background.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, I gotta tell y'all, breaking news. Breaking news, guys.
What's up?
I think I just became an Orlando Magic fan.
We're going to get to that one later, man. Let me find out, man.
Breaking news, guys.
Yo, we appreciate everybody for checking us out. This is Belligerent State of Mind. We are part of the BPL. That's the Beats, Pods, and Life Network. We are now live on YouTube, y'all, every single week. Peace to y'all on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook as well, man. We live all over the place, man. And y'all can still find the podcast the regular way, the audio. You can find on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Google Play, all of that shit.
Castbox,
everything, man. We still there.
Anywhere
Audible.
you
We on Audible too, right? Audible, man. Yeah, man.
Audible too.
Don't forget the Audible.
Wherever you listen to pods at, that's where we at.
Wherever you listen to pods at, that's where we at.
Definitely gonna be here though every single Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out live, man. We just having a good time, yo. Having a good time. Shout out to the Belligerent Bunch. That is our crew. That's our crew. That's our peoples that join us for every show. You know what I'm saying? They be in the little private chat. Big shout out to Big Lou Hall Senior in the building. Big shout out to Jamelia. Shout out to Linda.
Yes.
Shout out to B. Janae. Shout out to Greg Hallstar, man. We got everybody, man. We love all of y'all, man. We appreciate and Zaki as well. We appreciate all of y'all for joining us, rocking with us this whole time, man. Man, we chilling, man.
Absolutely.
Those are the same shit. Twinsies, yo. Yo, also, like I said, the BPL, Beats, Pods, and Life Network. We got a couple of other shows on the network. We dropped a couple of shows this week, actually. We dropped Trades, 20s, and Dimes, which is our monthly look back on everything popping in music, movies, news, and sports from 10, 20, 30 years into the past. We got that joint. What else we also got? We also got On the Air with Prez.
Yes.
We got that joint. Shout out to my man Prez. Dropped his new episode this week. We also got Sipping with Brandy. Shout out to Beanie and Coco Bella as well. Oh, man. We appreciate everybody for joining us, man. We love all of y'all, man. Definitely appreciate it, y'all.
Absolutely.
So what's going on, my bro? After that long-winded shit, man, how y'all week been, man? What's going on, yo?
Man, listen. I come on here every single week, and I tell y'all the same thing. Number one, I'm living life. I'm loving life. Just living it to the fullest, man. Just enjoying the conversations that I have on a daily basis. So, if you listening tonight, you already know who you are. Shout you out. I appreciate you to the fullest. She know who she is. Definitely. Okay. But I'm just, like I said, loving life, man, trying to make some moves. Just trying to make some moves and do whatever it is that I got to do, man, in order to keep pushing, man. Because we can't sit here, we can't dwell on things that happened in the past. We got to continue to keep moving forward and pushing the envelope every single time we get up in the morning. Whether whether you just get up and do some words of affirmation, or whether you have to listen to your favorite song. That's what you got to do every morning. Stretch, exercise, whatever it is that you got to do to get your blood bubbling every morning, do that. And then we keep it moving. No matter what's going on, any hurdles, any blockades that's in your way, that's how you get over it.
Nice. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, man, for me, everything is cool, man. The week has been lovely. I'm down here in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina, Raleigh-Durham, man. Everything is lovely, man. We're just having a good time. Me and the wife just hanging out, man. We've been empty nesters for the last couple of weeks now. So we just chilling, man. Just us and the animals just running amok in the house and shit. So. But it's all good, man. Appreciate everybody for checking us out, man. We just trying to get everything tight, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely going this whole new YouTube route and everything, man. So just appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, Big Recess?
Yo, it's all good, D. No complaints. God is great. I'm not gonna block my blessings. I'm gonna let them keep on coming. You know, the smell of that leather smells good, man, in the morning. I'm telling you guys. Yo, at Luho, I know what you're talking about, playing your joint on the way, wherever you at. Play your favorite song, wherever you at. Just keep on moving. I've had Annie up blasting. You know, I had the highway felt like it was shaking on my way to work this morning, bro. But it's all gravy. My week's been great. Thursday had a great night. We're going to talk about it later.
Nice.
Tonight is going to be a great night. We're going to talk about that later.
Yes. It's already happening.
It's all happening right now as we speak.
Yeah, y'all can go on and join that shit if y'all want to, motherfuckers.
Nah, man.
Me and him saying, D, you could go.
We right here with the people.
Yeah, we're gonna be here with our peoples. The Belligerent Bunch. What's good?
Just give them to give them some context. We're gonna get into it a little bit later, but we talking about the Lox versus Dipset that's on Verzuz right now. So we'll get into that a little bit later.
Definitely. We're definitely gonna catch the replay and shit later on.
Yep.
And shit, so we definitely appreciate it, man. Oh man. But like we said, appreciate everybody for checking us out. Belligerent State of Mind. We're gonna get to this very first segment. We start every show off with this, man. We've been doing this for how long been doing this for? About 2 months, 3 months?
Absolutely. About 3 months.
Yeah. About 3 months. Yes. This is called Enough Respect Due, where each and every week we pay homage and give props to somebody while they're still here, man. So the reason why I asked how long we've been doing it is because I have no idea how we have not done this person yet, this shit, because we've done in the past, we've done everybody. We've done everybody from actors, movie directors, Spike Lee, Omar Epps. Who else we did, man? Robert Townsend, Keenan Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans.
You're naming all of mine, D.
Everybody, all of yours, right? Onyx, everybody, man.
I did Onyx.
Wesley Snipes, all of that shit, man. But yo, this woman right here, she is literally one of the greatest of all times. She is in every single category. She's the greatest in the acting, greatest in the music, greatest in the singing, TV shows. Oh my God, this lady is amazing, yo. Talk about the one and only Miss Dana Owens, Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah in the building, man. I don't know how the hell we haven't done Queen Latifah yet, man.
Absolutely.
This shit is crazy, man.
Beautiful, beautiful.
100%. Yo, shout out to Queen Latifah. Born in Newark, New Jersey, raised in East Orange. At the age of 8, she actually found her stage name in an Arabic book. It means delicate and very kind. That's what her name means, man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She played basketball in high school, power forward. She's also in the Wiz. Yeah. She's also in the Wiz and shit. She sang and shit back in the days, man. But as far as music, her music career, she started taking it seriously in 88, 89. She was a beatboxer in like a women's hip hop group called Ladies Fresh. You know what I'm saying? So she was getting it in from, this is like 88. And she's also one of the founding members of the Flavor Unit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Flavor Unit, another dope crew. So she ended up making a demo with the Flavor Unit. The demo got into the hands of Fab Five Freddy from Yo MTV Raps.
MTV Raps, of course.
Yep. And then from Fab Five Freddy, it got to the one and only Mr. Dante Ross. Shout out to Dante Ross, man, from Tommy Boy Records. So we got to him, and they signed Queen Latifah, man. Signed Queen Latifah in 1989. Dropped her first single, "Wrath of My Madness." Classic. Around this same time, she linked up with another super group, another dope ass collective called the Native Tongues, man. Oh my God. Along with the Jungle Brothers, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Moni Love, Black Sheep, everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Another dope collaboration, man. So Queen Latifah was actually on the song Buddy. She sang on the song Buddy and shit. I didn't really hear her voice until years later. I was like, what is fucking Queen Latifah and shit?
Oh, she want to go, ooh, child.
Oh, wow.
There we go. I knew that was her.
Yeah, that's Queen Latifah. She sounded bad good too, man. Dropped that first album, man. All Hail the Queen, November 28th, 1989. Biggest song on there was the classic. I used to watch this video every single day, featuring Miss Moni Love. Talk about that. Ooh.
Ladies first.
Classic. I love that fucking song, man. That's the shit, man. Now, yo, her shit is so crazy. I could literally be here all night, but I'm gonna just try to break it up into music and then like the movie TVs, man.
All right,
so
because it's so much. You're a legend.
It literally is way too much, man. Her second album was Nature of a Sister, released in 1991. One of my favorite songs from is Latifah's Had It Up to Here. Give it to her, Queen. The Queen is hyped up. I love that fucking song. And then we started hearing her real singing chops on that How Do I Love D joint. How do I love D? Let me count the ways. I was like, oh shit, Latifah can sing too. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, third album, Black Rain, classic album, Black Rain, classic. Certified Gold. Oh my God, the biggest song on there was the Grammy winning UNITY. That's a unity. Classic joint. Classic UNITY. Like I said, it won the Grammy in '95 for best rap solo performance. Some of the other singles off the album, more of my favorite songs. Just another day living in the
hood. Just another day around the hood.
Feeling good today.
Yes, exactly. And also that Black
come
Hand
on,
Side.
guys, come on.
Black Hand Side, one of my favorite joints, man. The fourth album she dropped was Order in the Court in 1998. So she had a little gap because she had a lot of shit going on between 95 and 98, man. A lot of shit going on, man.
Which one you will cover later,
Okay. Of course, man. In 1998, she was actually, they have a credit as this. I think it's true. They have she is the first rapper to appear at the Super Bowl halftime show because she was part of the Motown 40 anniversary. They did a big Motown 40 anniversary at the halftime show in 1998. So it was like Boyz II Men and Smokey Robinson and all of them. And Queen Latifah was on this shit too.
Yeah.
But they said she was like the first rapper to be in the fucking Super Bowl halftime show. So she had a small part, but she fucking did her thing, man.
Wow.
So, yeah, man.
Have that accolade.
And in 2004, she released the album, the Dana Owens album, which was consisted of her jazz and soul and R&B covers, like classic songs from back in the days, man. So, like I said, her music career is just impeccable, man. Little disclosure, back in the days, our former show, We So Classic Podcast, I think we had an episode about like the greatest women in hip hop. I'm almost positive we had as number one. I'm almost positive we had Queen Latifah as number one.
I'm almost positive we did too.
I think so.
Yeah, definitely, man. Queen Latifah is the shit. Yo, in this movie career, like I said, I could be all night. I'm not gonna be all night. I'm gonna just run it down. And this is just the highlights. This is just the fucking highlights. Movie debut, 1991, fucking Jungle Fever. She's at Jungle Fever in 1991. I think she's the waitress, I think. Great cameo. Also in 1991, House Party 2. I love the House Party 2, man. As Zora. Campbell. Yeah. She was the grown one. Yes. She was in our favorite movie, Juice, in 1992.
Yes.
She's one of
the record promoter.
She was doing that thing and shit. 1993 to 98, classic sitcom, man. Living Single, yo.
We are
living single in
the 90s type world.
I'm glad I got my girl.
Keep your head up. What?
Keep your head up. That's right.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. Yo, man. In 1996, probably to me, this is my favorite role she ever did, man. The movie Set It Off, man. Cleo. Killed it. Just Cleo.
We already know the scene. Look, we already know the scene. Day after day.
No spoilers, man. No spoilers, man.
No spoilers.
Man. If you ain't seen Set It Off by now, then I'm sorry for you. You better go on and watch that movie.
No spoilers, man. 2002, she had a dope role at Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar,
Yes.
she was in that shit too.
Yeah.
Yo, she really got her singing on. We really saw the true scope of her fucking her autism. In 2002, she was in Chicago. She killed it in Chicago, man. She started Bring It Down the House in 2003. Another classic movie. Barbershop 2 in 2004. Beauty Shop in 2005. Come on,
Spin-off.
What the hell is
Spin-off? Exactly,
man. She was in all the Ice Age, all the animated shit, the Ice Age. She was in all the Ice Age. She was in Hairspray, Mad Money. She was in Just Right with Common. Oh my God. And two of her most recent joints, which was more of our favorites, Girls Trip in 2017. Classic movie. Love it. Waiting for part 2, man. Love that movie. And just this year, 2021, The Equalizer. Great show. Great show, man.
Which has already been accepted to get that season 2. They're bringing a season 2.
Exactly. I love that show. It's a great show, man. Dope ass
Interesting
show.
how you said she was the first rapper to perform at halftime at the Super Bowl. And the debut episode of The Equalizer was right after
the Super Bowl.
Always showed up full circle, man. That's what they call it. Full circle and shit. And and also all in between all of that, man. She had her own TV show, the Queen Latifah Show, which is like a talk show. So she had 2 separate runs from 99 to 01, and then she got it back up again from 13 to 14 and shit, man. But like I said, Queen Latifah is one of the greatest of all time. She can do everything. I think anybody can get the EGOT is 100% is her. So she already got the Grammy. I'm sure she might even have a fucking Tony. I'm not even sure. She can get a Tony, she can get the Oscar, and she can get the fucking Emmy and shit. So
everything.
Shout out to Queen Latifah, man.
Yes.
That's my enough respect, dude, because she is the dopest ever, yo. And I didn't talk about the hip hop honors or none of that. I missed all of that shit. Hip hop honors, the whole flavor unit, like her and Shot Kim, it's too much, man. But anyway, y'all get into it real quick. Y'all talk about Queen Latifah real quick, man.
Lou Hall, come on now. Are you gonna talk about hip hop? Your girl Rhapsody honored her with Little Kim.
Yes. Just seeing that movie, just seeing that award was just momentous. For her to receive that, I really think that, and this is why I say D picked a good one, because I feel like Queen Latifah, she gets some notoriety, but she really does not get the respect that she deserves. You hear everything that D named, and he didn't even get to the music yet. He just barely scoped the music, but he really didn't dig deep. I mean, you look at Flavor Unit. Who was coming out of Flavor Unit? That what's my man? Apache. Wasn't Apache on Flavor? Apache. And it's so crazy. Naughty by Nature. I mean, she sprung so much rappers and artists from New Jersey. I mean, she put New Jersey on the map, pretty much. You might as well say she put New Jersey on the map. First one to do that. And then, like I said, from her bringing out Naughty by Nature. I'm trying to think. She was on. I'm trying to think of some of the other shows that she was on. She guest appeared on. I think she guest appeared on Martin. Yeah. So I mean,
everything.
Yo, Queen Latifah, man, you really picked a good one. You picked
I don't know how the hell we haven't done Queen Latifah this whole time, yo. That shit is crazy, man.
Absolutely, man.
Word.
An icon, a legend, Queen Latifah. I remember watching her every Sunday night on Living Single.
Yes.
Incredible actress. It was too believable, her role as Cleo and Set It Off. I just
Right.
got to say that. Of course, we loved her in Juice, and one movie that we mentioned a couple of times in the past couple of months, Higher Learning, was another
Oh,
one that he was in. So yeah, unbelievable. But I know D is like, maybe I'm confused with the House Party too. But she was in
House
Higher
Party
Learning.
too. House Party too.
Because it's like the same role, right? Look, but Queen Latifah, by far, of course, when you take away that, what Luho said, put Jersey on the map, Newark, New Jersey. You had Laws of the Underground, of course, Lisa Apache. And then you had, Naughty by Nature, of course, come behind Queen Latifah. She put it behind everybody. Of course, everybody hails her as their queen, everybody from now and the past, and of course, well into the future. Enough respect to that Equalizer. That show is bumping,
Show
yo.
is amazing.
Yes.
Come
Show is
on
amazing.
now.
Show is
Yes.
amazing. And shout out to Linda in the chat. What's going on, Linda? Linda said Queen was also featured on Rhapsody's first album, Eve. And shit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
She was.
Yep. So that's what's up, man. That's it. Queen Latifah, man. Enough respect, dude. Props to Queen.
Yes.
Props to the
indeed.
Queen.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. All right, my
All
brothers,
right.
man. We're gonna get into these little quick hits and shit. These little quick current events we got going on, man.
Yeah.
What's going on with all this Marvel shit, Luho? What's going
Yo,
on?
Oh, listen.
What's the deal, man? What's the deal, man?
Listen, man. So, when the movie that we predicted, that D predicted would be in the movie theaters, and then I predicted would be on Disney Plus, to which it was. Did go to Disney Plus, which was we talking about Black Widow, right? So when I made my prediction, I knew it was going to be released on Disney Plus. However, what I didn't realize was when it got released on Disney Plus, that there was some type of contractual type of situation that was going on when it got released to Disney Plus. So, last week we ended up seeing a headline that says Scarlett Johansson, who played Black Widow, is suing Disney. Now, why is she suing Disney, might you ask? So, as the story started to unfold, it seems as if that Scarlett Johansson had in her contract that the money that she makes from the movie would come from box office sales. All right. So you know that we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? So you know that a lot of people really wasn't flocking to the movie theaters because they were afraid, of this virus, right? So when people ended up going to the movie theater, not going to the movie theaters, that kind of shorted her money, that she was supposed to be getting. So she felt like it was a breach of contract. She actually, according to sources, they said that she tried to go to Disney and was like, listen, don't release this. Don't release it on Disney Plus. What they did was they said, okay, you know what? We still going to release it on Disney Plus. And that was for the people, according to them, it was for the people. We're in the pandemic right now. So they wanted to make people feel safe. So you can watch it and then either at the movie theater or you could pay $29.99 after your Disney Plus subscription. And then you can watch it at the comfort of your own home.
What you chose, Luhol.
Yes, you chose that. No doubt.
I did chose that. I definitely chose that. I was sick. My son was sick. So we ended up choosing that option. Now, little did I know that if that was going to affect the actors, because I am a huge Marvel fan. Little did I know I would have definitely gone to the movie theater and show support. But so Scarlett Johansson says, you know what? Y'all don't want to work this out. You release it, I'm going to sue. And guess what happened? She got up in there and she filed a lawsuit against Disney.
Crazy.
She said in her lawsuit that Disney pretty much willfully negated her contract by pushing it out to the movie theater, so that way pushing it out to the Disney Plus, so that way they don't have to pay her the money that she was owed. Right? So then on that same day, Disney decides to put out a comment, and they said, "We didn't do this willfully." And they ended up saying that she got paid 10 mil. I believe it was 10 mil.
20 million. 20 million.
Excuse me. My apologies. 20 million for her role. So they put her business out there. Yo, they put a business on Front Street, man. I don't understand why they would disclose that information. Now, what I want to do is I would like to see the contract to see if there was some type of clause that stated that they couldn't release, any of her money, like what do you call those type clauses?
Bullshit clauses. I don't know.
Bullshit clauses. I don't know.
No, those type clauses when you're not supposed to say something and release it.
Yeah, I know you're talking about like a what's it called?
A non-disclosure NDA.
Yeah, non-disclosure. Yeah, NDA, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if they had that by releasing how much they paid her. And it's just so much drama going back. Even now, exactly, and she's not mad at Marvel now. She's definitely not mad at Marvel. She's mad at Disney. And there's so much speculation going on. They was pretty much saying that maybe she did this lawsuit because she knows that she's not coming up in any other Marvel movies. So she was just like, you know what? Where's my money? And now that this happened, evidently it's starting to spring up some other people's thoughts on these movies getting released to these streaming apps. So I can't remember her name, but she was the one that was in the Cruella movie.
Emma Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone. So now Emma Stone is actually looking at her contract and looking at her options because of the fact that Cruella was supposed to be released in the movie theater, but got released on Disney Plus. And she might not have received the money that she deserved. So then now I saw an article yesterday, my man Mark Wahlberg is feeling some type of way because his movie Infinity got released to what's that? I can't think of the name of the app, but it was released on the app, right? Paramount Plus. So now he's looking at his options like, yo, where's my money at?
Come on, man. This shit is getting crazy.
This shit
is getting messy, man.
Super ugly.
Mark Wahlberg is the closest example I could get to what I'm about to say. When musical artists signs their record contracts with the music companies, with these record companies, they get their most bulk of their salary off the points and copyrights and publishing, off the sales of records, tapes, and CDs. Nowhere in those contracts does it say anything about the future purchase or airing of listening on any other platform. So all these streaming platforms, whether it have been the first ones that ever popped up, from when we first started getting where Lou Hall was bootlegging all these songs back in 2002. All these songs. You're damn right. This is exactly the same thing. You see it because when they sign these contracts, they automatically say, okay, we're going to get the bulk of your salary from all the money you make from the box office. Right. But what if your company ain't selling from the box office?
It's a dirty business, man. But they still collecting all the money though. They got the money from the box office and they got the money from the streaming, but they not just got the money from the streaming. So,
but that makes me think about the whole situation that happened last year when the pandemic first started, when the movie theaters was mad at the different movie production companies that they were gonna end up streaming some of their movies. I don't know if you remember, but I believe there was a big thing when it was, I believe it was AMC and Regal. They were mad at Universal because they ended up dropping the Trolls movie. And that went straight to streaming straight to streaming DVD or
Yep.
whatever. So they got mad at them and was like, yo, okay, y'all want to do that, then we're not gonna support or show any of the Fast and the Furious movies or any of the movies that come out under Universal.
Ooh, absolutely, yeah.
And then they ended up working out some type of deal as far as with that. But that just makes me think, like, you know what? They was on to something as far as with that, because if you stream it, somebody's going to miss out on some type of money. And I thought about that last year when they put the hold on Black Widow, and they said, okay, it was rumors about them maybe releasing it to Disney Plus. So evidently the actors, the directors, everybody that's involved with these movies, if they put it straight to streaming, they definitely not getting their money. And that's not in their contract for the companies to give them their money. It's only just a movie from box office sales. Because that's the mindset that they have. We didn't have these streaming for about the past 2-3 years. That's when we started seeing more streaming, and especially during the pandemic. That's when we saw everything coming to the streaming sites. So that money, ooh, man,
I don't know. Like I said, it's a lot.
It's a lot. Also, but you brought up Marky Mark and Paramount Plus. Another big star, Emily Blunt, was also about to open up a can of whip ass on Paramount Plus for streaming the movie A Quiet Place 2.
Oh yeah, because it was in the movie theater, and it was only in the movie theater for like 2 weeks.
Thank you. Tell them.
Wow. And then all of a sudden, I see a preview that says, "Oh, now it's on streaming." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell,
that's crazy.
Yo.
Like I said, they didn't open this whole can of worms. I guess it's gonna be a pending story. It's gonna be pending at least for the next couple of months. So we'll see how that shit plays out, man. Crazy
fucking
shit,
technology.
Crazy shit. Yo, man, real quick, man. We know we got the Olympics going on right now. I want to give a big shout out to Simone Biles, man. Big shout out to Simone Biles. She came back earlier this morning, man. She came back. She had stepped out. You know what I'm saying? She stepped out, bowed out of the Olympics. She said, "Dude, come to find out, her aunt had passed away."
Yeah,
that was part of it. What was going on? So she had her own person, and it's so crazy to see the people in the media. Fuck them. People that was bashing her. Fuck you. Fuck
and I was about to say,
man.
Listen, all these motherfuckers out here that got something to say don't even know what's going on in the first place. And the first thing y'all want to do is jump out on social media and say all this bullshit. Y'all don't even know what the half is going on. Yet y'all want to have a fucking opinion. Are you kidding me right now? Shut the fuck up.
Shout out to Simone Biles. So she came back last night or earlier this morning. She ended up winning the bronze medal and shit on the balance beam and shit. So shout out to her, man. That shit is dope, man. I love it. I saw the headline. I was like, oh shit, Simone Biles came back. No doubt, yo. And she's amazing, man. I ended up watching the first night when they was on. Oh my God. She was killing it, man. She is amazing. She is super amazing, man. And also shout out to Team USA, the basketball team, the men's basketball team, man. They defeated Spain in the quarterfinals. They moving on to the semifinals and shit. My man Kevin Durant, 29 points, man, led the way. So they started off with mad shaky, man. In the beginning, they was doing the little practice shit and they were started off a little shaky, man, but they got their feet underneath them and shit, and they back at it.
Exactly.
They back at it, man. That's what's up, man. Shout out to them. But yo, speaking of Kevin Durant, speaking of the NBA, my man Recess.
Yes, sir.
Where the fuck was you at the other night, man? What's going on?
Shout out, son, to the office. That's what's up, yo. I got invited to, of course, Amway Center, downtown Orlando, Florida, for an all-inclusive NBA draft party. Oh, my gosh. Shout out to the 6-Man Show podcast. Had everybody that came on down over to Harry's Buffalo. We ate good. And then we took the 3-minute stroll across the street to the Amway Center and had a ball. Nice. I'm going to say the NBA is very, very welcoming. They had very much so a lot of activities for the kids and for the adults. And when the draft started, it was great to see these young kids come across the stage. Shout out to the #1 overall pick, Cade Cunningham, going to the Pistons. You had 3 Jalen's. One of them was Jalen Green to the Rockets at number 2. Number 3, Evan Mobley went to the Rockets. And the place went crazy for number 4 for the Raptors, who chose Scotty Barnes. Meaning that the Orlando Magic, who picked number 5, was able to get one of the top 4 elite players coming out of the draft in Jalen Suggs.
Nice.
When they show homie on the big screen, I said, I saw that game. Hit the game winner, jumped on the table, was slapping his head like, yo. I was like, I know, son.
Word.
A beautiful night. I would have to say that it went down to all the lottery picks, down to number 14 and number 15. The NBA did a very, very touching gesture by acknowledging Terrence Clark from the University of Kentucky, who tragically passed away in April due to a car accident. And Adam Silver went on to this podium and said, for the next choice, the NBA selects Terrence Clark from the University of Kentucky.
Wow.
Oh, man. I don't know about everybody else, but Onions was getting cut in that
bawling my eyes out.
Oh, my gosh. Onions was getting cut. I was like, oh, man. They had his moms, his sister, and his little brother.
Wow.
Come on, D. Don't do that to me.
Oh, my
man.
God. I would have been bawling, yo.
Oh, my gosh. So, that was a very... very nice move by the NBA.
100%.
Yeah. So after that, the lights came on and they kicked everybody else out. They kicked us all out. I wasn't even able to check pick number 19 or 21, which it doesn't even matter because respectively they went to the Hornets and number 21 went to the Clippers. The 2 picks that the New York Knicks had. That's why I am saying I am officially Orlando Magic Mania, pal. I'm telling you, I'm on board all the way. Shout out to Cole Anthony. He is a character, son of NBA New York Knick legend Greg Anthony.
No doubt.
Unbelievable squad. Yes,
no
the left. Oh, absolutely.
The left.
And I'll be looking forward to hitting up these games at the Amway Center this year, much more so than I did last year, which I had boycotted due to obvious reasons. And there you go.
So you could have kept that shit just on Magic and the draft. Why you had to bring New York up in this shit, huh?
Oh man,
you ain't had to bring that up. Yo, you ain't had to co-sign that shit either.
You see what I got behind me now, right?
You know,
that's my bridge right there.
Fuck up, you ain't even from New York.
Bridge.
We from New York.
Yeah, we from New York.
From New York.
But you know, I've been a Knicks fan since yay.
Get out of here, man.
Shout out to Pops for putting me on the Knicks. Shout out to Pops. I know you listening.
This family business right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Take a South Carolina ass out of this shit, man. I grew up watching the Knicks my entire life. I can say they fucking suck. Because they fucking suck, yo.
That's all right. I'm going to get to the South a little bit later.
No doubt, yeah. But, yo, like I said, I during this week, also with the NBA, there's a whole lot of free agency shit. I guess probably next week. It's still moving parts, man. It's so much going on. People moving
even
on
as we speak.
The Lakers got everybody in the fucking world. The fucking Nets got everybody in the world. Is the DeMar DeRozan's on the Bulls, Lonzo Ball's on the Bulls. It's insane, yo. It's so much shit going on. So
the other Anthony Carmelo just signed 1 year.
Carmelo Anthony's on the fucking Lakers, man. What the hell is it's?
Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't even know that shit.
I know. It just happened a couple hours ago, man.
It just happened. Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. But like I said, probably next week we get a full list of everybody. We'll definitely get to that shit, man. See what's going on with that shit, man.
Absolutely.
Yo, Big Craig, Recess. Did you check out the Beanie Sigel on Drink Champs?
Did I?
Did you?
Yo, everybody knows that from the block, Brooklyn and Queens, everybody knows Nori's my guy, yo. I'm over the past 6 years, he has curated an incredible brand in Drink Champs, and he does something that it can't be done by anyone else really, because he's that character to do it. He brings you up there with a bunch of bottles of liquor, with a bunch of Ace of Spades champagne, with a bunch of rosé, gets them twisted, and they start drinking. Unfortunately, Beanie Sigel, of course, due to his medical conditions, and unfortunately him being shot and hospitalized, and he can't partake, but he's a man with a lot of history, and he went head to head. He was with one of the greatest of all time, with two of the greatest of all time, and he was down with one of the most iconic hip-hop movements of all time with Rockefeller Records. He had a front row seat to it all. And Nori, just like Nori does, fills up that cup every little bit. Tell us more, Beans. Tell us more, Beans. We need to know what happened. He's asking stories, and I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the stories, we always say Vlad TV, bum ass nigga, and incriminateyourself.com. Incriminateyourself.com. Must have heard Bean say at least 3 or 4 times, yo, is the statute of limitations over there?
Yeah. Bean's a wild boy, man. He's definitely a wild boy, man.
Yeah, man. And then when you're a wild boy, and then you're on that stage, you're in front of the cameras, and you're and part of a movement that's happening, and let's not get anything twisted. They made a whole movie about one of the most incredible hip hop tours of all time, which is the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yes.
It is absolutely incredible. He tells the story of why we see DJ Clue saying, y'all play so much leaking blood from this. Y'all play too much. He tells the story. Incredible 2.5 hours. I don't care if that shit was 4.5 hours. I would have been tuned in for every minute. It was incredible. God bless Bean still, man. He tells incredible stories. He was there, front row. He gave it as raw as he could. And one thing for sure, I think one takeaway also, we got to understand we got to be better as people, because Nori been shouting out Beans for 6 years since they started. Yep. And he said, and Nori said it a couple of times, I bigged it up. We love you, Beans. Come on the show. And then the one time that he tells Beans, come outside, I want to battle you in the verses, goes on the Breakfast Club, calls him PM Dawn if you take Jay-Z away from his career. That's, and then all of a sudden, Beans pops up on Drink Champs. And Nori said, you know what? We got to manipulate the system. We see things crazy. If that's what it takes, though, to get you here, so be it. And they gave him his flowers, filled his cup as much as he could with the Ace of Spades, and made it an incredible night. Great interview by Nori once again.
But you know what? I do have to say this. What was the takeaway that you got from their conversation that confirmed what I said last week?
Well, then again, once again, Lou Hall, there's a lot of things that even us here on this show, we stray away from, and sometimes we delve right deep into it because a lot of people don't want to get into the details of, about some people. And the reason being because either they are incarcerated or they're just not here with us anymore through tragedy and other situations. But to be specific, to put it in context, yes, Lou Hall, I do feel that there is a correlation between what you were saying and the breakup of The Rock, of course. And I feel like, that was confirmed, because every time somebody gets at somebody that's close to the situation, had the front row seat to the Rockefeller situation and the breakup, whenever they ask that question, what happened? What was the first hint of trouble? They all go like this. Same thing. Man, I don't know if I should, but
yeah.
And Beans did the exact same thing.
You gotta give a little bit of context. You got to. You gotta get a little bit of context.
Go ahead,
Lou
Hall.
Small context.
So real quick, what I said last week was it seems like the whole breakup, the whole issue between Jay and Dame started when when Jay-Z was trying to get at Aaliyah, and then when Aaliyah basically friend zoned him, Dame stepped in and swept off her feet and ended up being with Dame. So Jay probably feels some type of way, about that. And when I said that, and like I said, I didn't even think about anybody else saying that. But then when you think about it after I said it, and when Beans was talking, it seems as if everybody saw the same thing, the same exact way, and the reason why Jay and Dame are always at each other's throat.
I mean, it's definitely all alleged. Definitely all alleged.
I mean,
We don't
alleged.
know
Yeah.
what
This is
we
this
don't
is
know
no
the full facts.
concrete evidence.
Yeah,
This
we
is
don't
in
know
my
the full
opinion.
facts, but it could
Yes.
be. But we'll see. We'll see. But say, like you said, research, it definitely was a dope ass interview. Shout out to Beanie Sigel.
Mhm.
I'm glad he's good. I'm glad his health is a lot better because he was doing bad for a while. I'm glad he's good. I'm saying he can speak, he can
Putting the weight back
verbalize well,
on.
man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Beanie Sigel, one of the dopes, man.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
Broad
hands
Street.
down.
And I know
yo.
y'all love him because both of y'all are lyricists. I know y'all love that beat.
Yes.
Shit. I
We
know
love
y'all
Beans,
crazy.
man.
I know that shit, man.
He went head to head with Jada Kiss, who will go down as one of the greatest, who we're going to talk about in a second. Who will go down as one of the greatest. I know line for line of all 240 of those bars.
I know you do.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. It's real. I definitely echo your sentiments, D. We feel good that he's healthy. Blue Hall, we feel good he's putting on the weight and he's pushing on doing his thing.
No doubt. Shout out to Beanie Sigel, man. I think we mentioned it earlier as soon as we started the show that tonight going on live at Madison Square Garden as we record, man.
Yes.
Versus for all of you underground hip hop heads and shit, man. The Lox.
Real hip hop head.
The Lox versus the Dipset, yo. My God. I can smell the Timberland oil in the fucking air, man. Ain't number Tim's and fucking Tim's and chew sticks and fucking pink fucking
the wooden shoe sticks
coats and shit, yo. It's crazy, man. But like I said, obviously we're right here right now, so we're not watching it. But so I guess next week it'll be another one of those situations where next week, you know what I'm saying, by that time we all gonna watch the whole thing. We can give our full review on the whole joint, man. But I mean the lead up has been dope. The lead up, they push that shit on social media. We see Jim Jones and Styles P going at each other, and they dragging all kind of people in and shit. Hassan King, all kind of people just getting dragged into the shit. And I don't know what the fuck is going on, yo. Yo, shout out to YouTube, man. I want to give a big shout out to YouTube and shit. Because like I said, YouTube has been my entertainment for the last fucking 3 weeks, man. I've been the fucking, if you see my YouTube fucking, all the shit I've been watching, oh my God, it's insane, yo. I'm highly entertained by all of this shit, yo. Highly entertained.
One of the greatest hip hop groups of all time, the Lox, in my opinion, behind Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest.
I think you said Lox was your favorite group of all time. I think you did say
I have said that. Only because I feel that they don't have any weak link in their group. The longevity, consistency, and potency of the lyrical content is still there from all three. You never hear, and one of the most important things, you never hear any discrepancies,
Never.
internal beef.
True.
None of that.
Never.
You've never heard none of that. Like, so you could put your money, you could put your money on them in every facet of personal life and professional life. You could put their money on them. Even to this day, you see that they keep in excellent shape. Styles, of course, well known. He's into the juices, getting people's heads right, mind right, bodies right, exercise, and he's here for the youth also. And Jada, you see him sometimes. He talk his kids, graduates, and college, and come on now, you know, and Sheik, same thing with Sheik, you know. They all had consistent careers. Jada penned one of the greatest top 2-3 hip hop songs of all time. When you think about Benjamin's and the things that he's ghostwritten for Diddy on top of his own, and then you have Styles P with, you know, a song that right now, if you pull up on YouTube, Locked Up, and his feature is probably, you know, up to the hundreds of millions of views, and you know these people got big joints and for years. I mean, the longevity, 25 years, man. And come on, man.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely by far I smelt, like you said, D you a fool. I smelt the Timberland, I smelt the Timberland leather, and the squeaking of all the Air Force Ones in the crib. I definitely I hear them from here in the Paramount Theater or the Hulu Theater, sorry, right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll fucking definitely check it out during the week and shit. I'm pretty sure y'all probably before you even go to sleep tonight, y'all gonna watch. Y'all fucking Lou Ho watching shit right now. Lou Ho look at this
actually,
shit right
no,
now.
it's not on. It's not even on. I turn my camera around.
Get back to the show.
I'm here on the show. I ain't watching that now. I had to cut it off. I made sure I
cut it off.
Like I said, we'll definitely get into that shit, man. But real quick, Lou Ho, before we get into this main thing we want to talk about tonight, the thing that I even thought about before, you know, that led me to the subject was your man Nas, man.
Yes.
I said you fucking posted it in the group chat and said you said Nas dropping a new album this week, right?
Yes. Nas is dropping a sequel to the album that he dropped that got him a Grammy award. And I'm talking about King's Disease 2. Dropping on Friday at midnight. So you know I'm gonna be refreshing my Apple, you know what I'm saying, making sure that it pops up, and that's the first thing I'm listening to before I go to sleep.
I think ass to bed, man.
Man, fuck sleep, man.
Fuck sleep. Because of the death, right?
Exactly. Sleep is because of the death. Shout out to Nas.
But once again, I guess that's gonna be another thing we're gonna be talking about next week and shit. Guys, I got the whole lineup for next week, I guess. And shit, what it seems like already.
Listen,
man.
We're gonna be talking about that. Supposedly, Kanye's supposed to be dropping his album
is he not?
as well. So,
Okay.
I wonder. This is what I'm wondering right quick. So, you know, there's these little hip hop beefs, a little
I know what you're gonna say.
rivalries.
I just about to say that.
So it's two things. It's two things. So every time Nas drops something, Jay-Z comes in and drops either a song or something on top of what Nas does. And then, you know, we got this little rivalry with Kanye and Drake. And Drake just said a couple of days ago that his album Certified Lover Boy is 100% finished. It's a wrap. So I'm wondering, are we gonna have two surprise albums that drop over Kanye and Nas from Jay-Z and Drake at midnight?
This is gonna be the ultimate. We're gonna really see what the fuck is going on. We're gonna see if this shit is really real. If Jay-Z come out with a fucking song or album this week, yo, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
Yo, I'm gonna die laughing. I'm gonna die laughing. And we
Nas
on it.
Nas need to stop announcing his fucking albums. Just drop some shit. Just stop announcing that shit.
Listen, he has the notoriety. He can do that.
He can, but Jay-Z probably got shit already. He's like, when if Nas drop it, just press the button and shit. Just drop that shit, yo. Nas
right. And Beyonce gonna drop right on behind him.
What was saying? But
that's crazy. Now you're talking crazy too.
Yo, but I was just interested though. Like we saying, man. Like I said, Nas dropping that album once again, man. Nas is one of our legends, man. He had a classic debut album along with Jay-Z. The classic debut albums, man. And I just love to see these artists that have like the longevity to not just be one hit wonders and just drop one dope album, but they can continue to do that shit in the future, man. They can drop the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, whatever. It's still a dope album, man. So
yes,
we want to talk about real quick, man. Some of these artists that y'all think have the you know, from the what we call it, some of the best albums that these artists drop after a classic debut. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So fucking get into that shit real quick, man. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You,
It sounds
you
like
all gotta jump in first. I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna jump in first with it.
I love it.
So, there's a group from the South. I'm gonna start representing the South a little bit more. I
Me
apologize
too.
to
Me
y'all.
too.
I ain't really put because I've been stuck in, my hip hop golden age, Red Mans and Wu-Tangs, and I forget to mention, some of these dope ass artists and albums that dropped during the course of my 90s, what I'm saying, my 90s flow, even on up to the 2000s. But the first one that I'm gonna talk about tonight comes from a group that I'm surprised that we haven't even done like enough respect due. Well, they get much respect. They get much props all
automatically.
The time.
I know who you going with.
Yes.
Come on now.
And this group is from the South. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the group of Outkast. Andre 3000 and Big Boy. So the album I'm gonna talk about that just came out after the first album that I love so much. I play weekly. Man, I'm talking about AT Aliens. Oh man,
classic.
when I tell you, my God, I'm telling you.
Your mom and your cousin too.
That shit
down trip on
that shit
Vogue.
put me on the
Coming
Outkast.
up Cadillac doors.
Yes, I mean I'm talking about you got that song, man. You got two dope boys in a Cadillac. You got AT Aliens, the title track. You got The Wheels of Steel. You got was real Jazzy Bell. You got Babylon. I mean, every single track. This is from front to back. I don't skip. Period. I will never skip a track on this album, going from number 1 all the way to track number 12 or track number 15, depending on which version you got. Man, I love this album, AT Aliens. If y'all haven't heard that album, this album actually dropped. This was on August the 27th of 1996. So we about to celebrate a what's that, 25
it is.
August the 27th. We about to celebrate that. So shout out to Outkast. They got, even with the album, they got a 25th side of release by vinyl. You can get t-shirts, whole bunch of stuff, man. They got released based on this 25th anniversary. So shout out to Outkast, AT Aliens.
No doubt. Dope. What's going on, Recess? What you got, brother? What you got?
Come on, man. Come on now,
man.
You know what I got. What you got.
What you got?
It's the man is dropping an album on Friday.
Okay.
The greatest rapper of all time to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with Nasir Jones.
Okay.
And it was written.
Okay.
Okay. Of course, Illmatic to us is like the Bible in hip hop culture. We love it from front to back. Broke records, and it was iconic because of the way he brought all the greatest hip hop producers of the 90s all to work on one record. But then there's a big piece of the popularity of the hip hop culture. Would love to get into a discussion on how It Was Written is better than Illmatic. Blasphemy, if you ask me. But you know what? They got a point, my G. When the song, when the album opens up, when you hear that sting, ding, doom, 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 and from the message, oh my goodness, guys, and of course, the street dreams. I gave you power.
Yes.
When he talks about the song, when he's a gun. Watch them niggas take it in blood. Nas is coming. The setup, it's ridiculous. Black Girl Lost. And when you get to Suspect, you realize that Nas is going for that Slick Rick crown of the greatest storyteller in hip hop history. Of course, he continues on with Shootouts, Live Nigga Rap, and the legendary track with the beautiful Miss Lauryn Hill. If I ruled the world. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
So I will pick one of the greatest albums, of course, after a classic release will be It Was Written by Nasir Jones, Mike.
Nice.
Well, look, I'm gonna keep it in Queens, man, because I'm from Queens. You from Queens. We're gonna keep this shit in Queens, man, because Queens does what, Recess?
Queens get
the money.
Get the motherfucking money, man. So I'm gonna keep it in Queens. This group right here, another classic hip hop group. The debut album was a classic joint. We first saw these dudes when they left their wallet in El Segundo. We saw these dudes like, classic dudes. They dropped a dope classic debut album. I can't even say this shit. The past,
the people's instinctive travels of the past of the rhythm, my G. I still can't say it right without looking at it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the original joint. But then, oh my God, they dropped the classic album, the second one, but the third one was even more classica. If that's a word, it's not a word, but it's a word now. I'm talking about that fucking Midnight Marauders from A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
Midnight Marauders, one of the greatest albums of all time, yo. They set it off with that award tour. We started an award tour with the True Boys singing the hook. Just everything on that shit. Suck a nigga, hey, suck a nigga, whatever you are. Classic joint. Electric Relaxation, one of my favorite songs of all time. One of my favorite joints, man. Clap your hands now. That clap your hands now.
Yes.
Oh my God, featuring Busta Rhymes. Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God.
Keep It Rolling featuring Large Professor. The Chase Part 2. Lyrics to Go. God Runs Through. Hot Sex on the Platter. Just too much. Classic album. Tribe Called Quest. That's my pick, man. we gotta go Midnight Marauders, man. Gotta go Midnight Marauders, man.
No doubt. And you know, in the vein of things, you know, y'all talk about Queens. I'ma still keep it in the South. You know, saying this time, first I talked about Atlanta. You know, this time I'm gonna take it down to a little place called Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And in Louisiana, there was a rapper that came out with his debut album. He was part of a crew, part of a crew that was a part of a crew. You know, so
the fuck?
So he was a part of this crew, little known crew called Hot Boys.
Okay.
And then that other crew that was a part of a crew, which was the Cash Money Millionaires, Cash Money Records. So I'm talking about this. And then this kid, came up, under Cash Money, just grew to this higher alien, I guess you could say. So we keep it in the vein of aliens. Talked about Outkast, AT-Aliens. Now I'm talking about, this guy, he's a beast, the Goblin. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So what's a goon to a goblin?
It's a goon to a goblin.
So I'm talking about this guy by the name of Mr. Dwayne Carter. I'm talking about Lil Wayne. And the album I'm talking about and I'm going to mention is the Carter 3. Yo.
Classic. I mean, one of the greatest albums of all time, yo.
Yeah, man. When I tell you this, I still listen to this from front to back. See, every album that I'm mentioning tonight, I'm listening from front to back. So we start off, he goes on this crazy bar rant with 3 Pete. Then he jumps into this song featuring my man Jay-Z that we talked about several times tonight, called Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter, tell me where you've been. Yes.
Then Then we jump into another song that was one of the most profound songs off the album that had the highest notoriety off the album. I'm talking about a milli, a milli, a milli, a milli, a milli, milli, a milli. Yes, sir. Then we got Money with T-Pain, Comfortable with Babyface, Dr. Carter, Phone Home, Tie My Hands with Robin Thicke. And then, you know,
Classic.
we got this one smooth joint that I love when the ladies dance to. You know what I'm saying? I love when they get their vibe when this song comes on. I'm talking about Mrs. Officer featuring Bobby V and Kid Kid. Yo,
Classic.
I mean, you got to know the words to these songs.
Classic.
We got Shoot Me Down. Then we got, you know, Let Lick Me Like a Lollipop featuring my man Static Major. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yes. We got La La featuring Busta Rhymes and Briscoe from Miami-Dade County. Then we also got Playing with Fire featuring Miss Betty Wright, a classic joint legend, soul legend. And then we drop back down to You Ain't Got Nothing featuring my man that's on tonight on the stage with the Lox Verzuz Dipset. I'm talking about Joel Santana and Fabulous. Then we got Don't Get It. Then, you know, on certain ones like the iTunes bonus tracks, we got Lollipop Remix featuring.
Listen every fucking song, shit, huh?
Right?
Oh, come on, man.
I got to. This is
the Carter 3. I'm not gonna lie. After the Carter, the Carter 3, after Comfortable with Babyface and Dr. Carter,
right?
That is a classic.
Yes.
Context record right there. That is just crazy.
Yep.
Especially when he has the nurse and the nurse says, yes, this one is suffering from a weak flow, lack of confidence, and poor stage presence. And he's like, oh my God.
It's like he's bringing them back to life.
They do, yeah.
So that's my choice again, man. The Carter 3. Shout out to Wayne, man.
Well, you're gonna take it with Lil Wayne. You're gonna talk about Sean Carter. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I'm gonna talk about the bridge that this connects to. I'm gonna talk about that borough right quick. And of course, I gotta go with Life After Death by your boy Biggie. I'm sorry, guys.
That's why I ain't mentioning it. I knew somebody was gonna do it.
Oh man, come on now. Ready to Die, instant classic. When Party and Bullshit dropped, which wasn't on the album, it was on the Who's the Man soundtrack. Everybody was looking out for Big. And then, of course, when that Big Papa dropped, when that Juicy dropped, when that One More Chance remix dropped, it was a wrap. Biggie was the king of New York. Right before he passed on March 9th of 1997, he was in Los Angeles promoting this sophomore album, which is Life After Death.
Yes.
A double CD full of nothing but absolute classics.
Yes.
Life After Death, Somebody's Got to Die. Hypnotized, which came out of the video. Then you had Kick in the Door, Waving the 444. Son, I'm surprised you run with them. Ooh. Shout out to DJ Premier. You got your boy R. Kelly, Locked Behind Bars, but before that, in 1997, he did You Must Be Used to Be Spending with all that sweet wine and dining. I'm fucking you tonight. Jada Kiss, which is on right now on the stage. On this album, on that song, on the hook, Can I Live to My Last Day?
Give money in the fast way.
Thank you. Sean Carter, Mr. Jay-Z, his Brooklyn brethren on I Love the Dough more than you know. Right after that, one of the most classic street joints of all time. You think you got drama, but what's beef?
Beef is when you
When
roll
you need
To go to sleep.
Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be
in
I.
ICU. One more time was beef.
Then, of course, unfortunately, one of the best videos that at the time that ever came out. Shout out to Hype Williams. You had
Yes.
Puffy. You had Mason Betha flying in what is it called, D? When they're in that tube, when they flying and they're like this and
I don't even know. I don't remember.
Oh, talking about
nigga, I'm talking
skydiving
about.
thing?
Yeah,
doing
man, I don't know what it's
skydiving?
called.
Oh, okay.
But I would love to be in that motherfucker. I tell you that much. If you're gonna be look like you flying and shit and going like this, I'm talking about more money, more problems.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Big passed away before he was able to be in that video. And of course, it's a double CD. Niggas bleed just like us.
Yes.
The classic. I got a story to tell when he's talking about allegedly Anthony Mason.
Allegedly.
Come on, guys. If someone passes away, you know I'm missing you. That joint with 112 hits hard. Little Kim on another and going back to Cali. 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a lot, yo. It's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Long Kiss Goodnight, and he ends it with "You're nobody till somebody kills you." One of the greatest albums of all time. It so happens to come after a classic debut, which is Ready to Die, Life After Death by the Notorious B.I.G. Blah, blah. Big up Brooklyn.
No doubt. All right, so my Tribe Called Quest joint, that was the third album. I got another third album that I feel was another classic joint after the original classic debut. I'm taking it to Jersey, taking it to my man, Mr. Reggie Noble, Mr. Redman. Gotta talk about that Muddy Waters, yo. That Muddy Waters classic joint. Love Muddy Waters, man. That shit was amazing. Oh my God. Like I said, this album came out. This album went gold. Came out in 1997. But the first single was featuring K Solo. It's like that.
Yes.
That Big Brother joined, yo. I could have swore they was brothers, yo.
That's what I thought too.
I could have swore they was brothers and shit, man. The second single they dropped from that joint was that Whatever, man. Whatever,
you ready to get whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Just smoke the sweet up, whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
You ready to fuck this nigga up?
Whatever, man. You ready to get this cheddar?
Whatever, man.
That joint pick it up, boom, boom,
Pick it up.
Another classic. Love that joint, man. Like I said, the album is just so dope, man. That is Smoke Buddha. The skits was fucking hilarious. Or the Chicken Head Convention skits.
Yes.
Hilarious. Chicken Head Convention. Do What You Feel featuring Method Man. Oh, that beat is so dope. I hear that shit in my head right now. That beat is insane, man. Just all the Uncle Quilly skits, man. Superman Lover 3. Come on. Every Redman album got that especially the early ones, got that Superman Lover. Superman Lover 3 is another dope one, man. And the Ill Out featuring Eric Sermon and Keith Murray, man. Just like I said, classic album. Like it's very difficult for people for their third album to be just as dope or maybe even better than their first two albums and shit. That shit is a testament. And we always count Redman as one of the most unsung. And I think shit, you had him as enough respect to Recess, right?
Absolutely.
Look at Redman and shit, man.
Mr. Redman, absolutely.
I don't even know the word, man. He doesn't get enough props, man. He definitely doesn't get enough props and shit. So definitely big shout out to Mr. Redman, Mr. Reggie Noble, yo. That Muddy Waters. Yeah,
no doubt. All right, so I told you I'm giving the South love tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving the South love, man. I'm gonna talk about this rap duo, man, coming out of Memphis, Tennessee. Tennessee, man. These dudes, they're a hint, living legends. So when I talk about these dudes, man, they came out with their debut album back in 1993. And I'm talking about this duo, none other than 8Ball and MJG.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So they came out in 93 with that Coming Out Hard. They came out with in 94 that On the Outside Looking In. 95 On Top of the World. You see where I'm going now, right? So then on top of that, they came out in 1999 of In Our Lifetime. 2020, Space Age Forever. So on their 6th album that they came out with in 2004, this is during the time, the era when I was in the club 24/7, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come back and do it again on Sunday.
Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Come on, Alexander.
Thursday,
Let's go, man.
So they dropped this album in 2004, man, and I'm talking about this album called Living Legends. So on this album, the one song that jumped off that everybody was riding, you know what I'm saying? This was a song featuring Diddy. This was their debut Bad Boy album. I'm talking about You Don't Want No Drama.
Okay.
So you had on that another joint called Straight Cadillac Pimpin'. We had this joint called Shot Off with Ludacris. We had another joint with Diddy called When It's On. We had another joint on there called Trying to Get At You with 112. We had another joint on there with Diddy called Baby Girl. And then another joint we had on there that was killing the singles, man. I'm talking about Forever with Lloyd. See a nigga like me gonna get money till we get rich. And then we had another joint on there called Memphis City Blues, Gangster, Confessions. And then another joint on there, the one of the dopest joints on there that was produced by Lil Jon. And I'm talking about Look at the Grills. I'm talking about that's featuring Twista and T.I. Nice. So this album was executive produced by Diddy. Co-produced by Harv Pierre. If you don't know who Harv Pierre is, he's part of the Hitmen. So I mean, this album, like I said, this was their debut when Diddy was looking for talent that was in the South to add to his roster. So I'm talking about that album, like I said, 8Ball and MJG, Living Legends.
That's what's up. Glad you keep it in the South, man. I'm happy. I'm proud of you, man.
Shut up, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna bring it back up north soon.
That damn New York talk, man. Keep your ass in the South,
man. What are you talking about, man? why you gotta do that for?
Man. He gotta represent where he from, represent his people, man. Come on,
man. I'm from everywhere, man.
Yeah, you sure are, actually. Shout out to Big Lou all see you, man.
Yes, sir.
Guys, well, after Biggie left, and unfortunately in 1997, the very next year, we knew that hip hop was in great hands because another big came onto the scene.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the one and only Big Punisher.
Ooh.
He dropped his classic album, Capital Punishment. Of course, when you hear, dun, dun, I gave you fair warning, beware. Straight on down, and that's where you heard Still Not a Player. You Ain't a Killer. The Twins with Fat Joe. It is definitely a classic album, 100%. And he followed up. Unfortunately, 2 years later, it was a record that, of course, he wasn't able to see because of his passing. It was Yeah, Baby.
No doubt.
Classic record, of course, leading up with the Darnell Jones joint. It's so hard.
You can catch me in the cherry red 150.
Got the Blizzy locked in the skizzy. Put the swizzy on the one wizzy, drunk pissy. Try to cruise down the avenue. Oh my gosh. And I know you from where?
Elementary school.
Man. I know you, man. But yeah, man, of course, you had that one. Leatherface, a tough joint. The Air Punch skits is ridiculous. And of course, the joint with Tony Sunshine. 100%.
Puerto Rico.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, man, it was ridiculous. Toma, you had Wrong Ones, and of course, Laughing at You. Incredible joint. You had the Miss Martin, the My Turn. You Was Wrong. Unbelievable album. Yeah, baby.
Yes.
By your boy Big Pun. Rest in peace.
No doubt.
2 classic
R.I.P.
albums. We knew hip hop was in good hands when he came out right after the unfortunate untimely passing of Big. So I got to give a big shout out to your boy Big Pun. Rest in peace forever, my G.
Yes, yes.
No doubt. My last one before we get into this this little honorable mention joint. This dude, I mean, it goes without saying. We done said his name several times in this episode. We said his name several times. Literally is one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest.
Yo, is he over there right now?
He's here. He's fucking here, yo.
He's here. He's here.
You know who did that? Because I'm about to shout this dude out, and I'm supposed to represent Queens. So that's what happened and shit just now. I'm about to shout this dude out. So they must have heard. But I got to, man. Yo, this album was one. This is his 6th studio album, and this goes down. People say this is his greatest album. They say this is his greatest album, and this is one of the greatest albums of all times. Talk about the one and only Mr. Jay-Z, Mr. Sean Carter. Talk about the Blueprint, man. Come on, man.
Okay.
Blueprint. 6th studio album. Unfortunately, the album came out on the September 11th, the unfortunate day, September 11th. So he didn't get that much buzz on that day. But after everybody kind of started subsiding, everybody got over it. You know what I'm saying? Things got back to normal. And it's like, oh shit, just fucking Jay-Z album, yo. Took off, went through the fucking roof, man. Took off, went through the roof. Started the shit off with The Rule Is Back. Just classic joint.
Yes.
Classic. The Takeover, man. We all know what it is. We know what it is, man. Just set it off.
I'm about to walk off the set.
Takeover,
right
set it off.
I'm not
Recess
taking
his
this
favorite diss track. When it's like I said, I think Nas just sabotaged my fucking wall. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. You heard the sound just now, right? You know what fell? You know what fell? Illmatic just fell off the fucking wall. I swear to God. Illmatic just fell off the wall. That shit is mad scary. This shit just fell off the wall. That shit is crazy, man.
It is crazy, Deep, because you just wilded out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, why you shouting out that dude for then?
It's crazy, man. But like I said, Takeover was classic. He went at Nas, he went at Mobb Deep, Prodigy to be specific, but classic joint. The Izzo, H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy. Classic joint.
It's I.
Yeah, come on, man. Girls.
Let's get to that girls. Because you know who was in the video. R.I.P. Biz Markie.
Biz Markie, R.I.P.
Yes.
Biz Markie on a little hug. Slick Rick on a hug, man. Just classic joint, man. Jigga that nigga, another classic joint. Jigga that nigga, jigga. Come on, man. You don't know. Shout out to Just Blaze, man. That fucking song is insane.
Yes.
Whole lot Hovey Toe. Big shout out to Timberland. Heart of the City, man. Kanye West's first really big breakout song, right? Man, this song is amazing, man. As me and Lou Hall, I'm saying, we get into this music shit, starting to make this music, man. That's an epic fucking song, yo.
Yes.
That's epic. You listen to the music, that shit is epic, yo. Especially gets to the end with the ain't no number. They do the clapping.
In the heart of the city.
Epic, man. Never Change, another Kanye joint.
Never change.
I never change
every
day. Song Cry is a fucking amazing.
Whoa.
All I Need is amazing. Fucking Renegade with Eminem. He got murdered on his own shit, but Eminem with Renegade is fucking amazing. Yo, that Blueprint, Mama Loves You, another classic joint. And then you got the little I love that shit, man, when they got the little bonus songs at the end after the shit.
Oh yeah. Girls Part 2.
Girls Part 2, and that Breathe Easy. Two, lyrical exercise,
Breathe Easy.
Breathe Easy, man. So I had to drop this. Like I said, this is his 6th studio album, and this is arguably his greatest album of all time. So that's an amazing feat, man. Amazing feat. So
No doubt.
shout out to Jay-Z, man. All right, so Luho, we're gonna pass it to you. You do your honorable mentions, but real quick, want to give a big shout out to Linda in the chat room, man. She gave a couple of shout outs, man. She said the best sophomore album was Public Enemy. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back.
Yes,
Dope,
I agree.
dope,
I agree.
dope.
Yes.
Yes, man. She had another one. She had Ice Cube's Death Certificate.
Oh, best
Yes.
death certificate. That's
Another one.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Big shout out to Linda in the chat, man. Appreciate it.
She just got to represent for that West Coast, though. That's what it is.
Listen, it is what it is. Lou Hall representing for the South.
For the South.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
That's how
saying?
we do.
All right, all right.
Real, all right,
No
man.
doubt.
Lou Hall.
I'm gonna give a couple of my mentions. Because I didn't think that I thought we was gonna get to more, and I was gonna bring this one to bring in the finale, man. So the one that I was gonna talk about was T.I. album that was called King. So of course, you know, with King, that had that front to back joint on there, and then that Why You Wanna joint on there, and then what you know about that? That was that one. Then I was gonna get into a little bit of that West Coast because my joint Exhibit had that joint Restless, and that joint was a banger. I'm talking about he had a joint on there called Front to Back, had the X joint with Snoop, had the You Know joint with Dre. I love that album. And then the other album that I was gonna mention as well is my man Fab, man. Remember I told you I was gonna take it back up to New York? That was the one I was gonna take it back up to New York with. That's Fab. Fabulous, Fabolous. That's with Loso's Way. And on that joint, that had that one of the joints that I love singing as of right now for specific reasons. When the money goes, to the honey stay. That was my joint on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I throw it in the bag on there. So those were the three that I was gonna talk about. That's on my honorable mention. So kick it to you, Recess.
Yo, I only have one honorable mention, man, and he's on the stage right now, man. And that's your boy Jadakiss. Man. After doing Kiss the Game Goodbye in 2001 with the classics Knock Yourself Out, with the classics We Gon' Make It, you know what I'm saying? Put Your Hands Up. Come on now, it's ridiculous. He followed that up. Oh my gosh, guys! It's when you come to me in top 5 Dead or Alive, and the man was absolutely right up that path. He was not joking. He followed that up with Kiss the Game Goodbye with the Kiss of Death.
Yes,
and probably one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time, top 5 for sure, is By Your Side.
I'll be by your side.
No doubt.
He ended up, I believe he won a Grammy for Anthony Hamilton's for Why.
Yep.
He also had the joint with Nate Dogg, Time's Up. And, a classic album, Kiss of Death, following his classic debut of Kiss the Game Goodbye. Big up to your boy Jadakiss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No doubt. I'm gonna wrap it up, man, with my honorable mentions real quick. I had a couple. My man, shout out to my man Nas, but I mentioned him several times tonight. He came back hard than a motherfucker. Jay-Z dropped that fucking Blueprint, that Takeover. Nas came with that Stillmatic, man. Stillmatic, classic fucking album, man. Big shout out to Ghostface Killer, man. His sophomore album, one of the greatest sophomore albums of all time.
Yes.
After the classic debut, talking about that Supreme Client, man.
Wu-Tang Clan and Iron Man.
This next dude, I mean, I can literally say his second, his third, his fourth. I can literally say, but I'm gonna just rock with his third album after the classic debut. Talk about Mr. Kanye West, man. That graduation,
nice.
Man. But also, I go with fucking the second one too. The second one is classic too, and shit. That shit is amazing, man. And last but not least, man, they dropped their debut album as a group. Dropped their debut album in 1990. Actually, the same day as Midnight Marauders came out. Debut album came out. Talking about the one and only Wu-Tang Clan. That Wu-Tang Forever, man. Dope.
That triumph, man. That's that triumph for real.
Classic. Yes, indeed. Classic double album, man. So
y'all know the words?
Bomb atomically.
Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses can't define the why they're dropping these mockeries.
Lyrically perform all robberies.
Flee with the lottery.
Possibly
Plus,
spotted
me.
Battle Scar Shogun.
Shogun, relentless when the pen hits tremendous.
Ultraviolet slime time forensics. I inspect the millennium. Killer Beast gone with the 460
gold, platinum. I thought you was gonna. Yo, I'm not gonna go over.
For black tactics.
You was ready? He was ready for the karaoke and shit, man.
He's ready. Put him on stage, dude.
He was ready, man. But yo, man, like we said, we appreciate everybody for checking us. Everybody on YouTube, man. We appreciate you. Everybody on Facebook. Everybody that checked us out in the future, man. We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We love all of y'all for checking us out. We're gonna be here every Tuesday, every single Tuesday, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Just check us out. Check the links in our social media. You see us scrolling right there on the bottom. It's at Beats Pods and Life on Instagram. The website is beatspodsandlife.com. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely check us out over there. And like I said, we love y'all, man. Just keep rocking with us. You can check me out on social media. It's at D.A.M.E Flavor Status on Instagram. And that's it, man. I'm out. Peace.
No doubt. As always, it's your boy Lou Hall. You can definitely catch me on the Instagram and with the Snapchat. And with the Snapchat, you can call and follow me. That's going to be Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. For those that are listening, you see the handle on my name, Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. Then you can hit me on the email. That's going to be louhall803@yahoo.com. louhall803@yahoo.com. Let's get it.
No doubt. I want to give a shout out to Facebook. I'll give a shout out to YouTube, and of course their parent company, Google. Of course, I don't need Google because my wife knows everything already. But on Twitter, you can catch me on Southside Recess. That's one word, and on your IG, always at GETDAFUCOUTAHERE. Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, man, we getting the fuck out of here. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. We out.
Peace.